Now we're going to be looking at using the sine cosine rule to find the angle instead of a side. Now finding the angle, the general steps are the same. The only thing that changes is that you require a bit more algebraic manipulation. Okay, so first the steps remain the same. We're going to start by labeling our triangle. So 9 centimeters, I'm going to label that small a. If I label this side small a, this side will be big A. This leaves this side 4 centimeters to be small b, and this side of the unknown angle will be capital B. So again, writing everything out, I have A equals 9 centimeters, capital A equals 75 degrees, small b is 4 centimeters, and capital B is my unknown x. Next step, we just put everything into the equation. So A over sine A now becomes 9 over sine 75 degrees. B over sine B becomes 4 over sine x, where B is my unknown x. Now to solve this equation, there's multiple ways you can do this. The way that makes sense algebraically is that you got to get the sine x out of the fraction. Okay, we don't like fractions, so I'm going to get the sine x out of the fraction first. To get the divided by sine x out of the fraction, I'm going to have to times both sides by sine x. So on the left hand side, I will have 9 over sine 75 times by sine x equals 4 divided by sine x times by sine x. They cancel, so I'm left with just 4. Now I need to do the opposite. I need to move the 9 over sine 75 to the right hand side to get x by itself. Because 9 over sine 75 is times in sine x, I am going to divide both sides by 9 over sine 75 divided by 9 over sine 75 times 9 over sine 75 divided by 9 over sine 75 cancels out. I'm left with just sine of x, and on my right hand side I have 4 divided by 9 over sine 75. Now the only thing that remains on my left hand side is my sine of x. I want to remove the sine to get x by itself. To remove a sine, I need to do the inverse sine. I need to apply inverse sine to both sides of the equation. Sine, inverse sine and sine cancel, so I just get x. And on my right hand side, I get sine to the minus 1 of 4 divided by 9 over sine 75. If you put this into your calculator, you will get a value of something, I don't know, 25.4 degrees as your answer. Okay, so that is finding the angle using the sine rule. We can do the same thing with the cosine rule. So for this question, again, I have 3 sides, 1 angle, therefore I can use the cosine rule. We can actually, because the cosine rule only has 1 angle, the capital A, I can rearrange this equation in terms of A to make my life easier. So you might have seen this around. You can rearrange the equation to get cos to minus 1 of A squared minus B squared minus C squared over minus 2BC. And that is your cosine rule used to find angles instead of sides. Again, the same steps apply. We're going to label a triangle. Because the cosine rule only has 1 angle, the angle will be labeled capital A. So this will be capital A, which makes this opposite side small a, and the 2 other sides B and C. Again, doesn't matter which way you label B and C. Once we have labeled a triangle, we're going to write out these values. So my capital A is my unknown x, my small a is 4, my small b is 4.2, my small c is 6.9. Once you have these values, all you need to do is put them into your equation. So I have capital A equals cos to the minus 1 of A squared, which is going to be 4 squared, minus B squared, which is 4.2 squared, minus C squared, which is 6.9 squared, divided by minus 2BC is minus 2 times B, which is 4.2, times C, which is 6.9. And then all you need to do is put this entire massive equation into your calculator, and you should get an angle of 31.8 degrees. And that is your final answer, and that is how you solve an angle using the cosine rule.